Welcome back to another episode of Traplines and Inlines. I'm just starting on the final round of logs for this house, and it's time to put the final push on it here to get the last of the logs on. And they got to be set just perfectly to get a roof on this house. But let's get right at her. We got a lot to do. So my floor joist logs there, they only go halfway through this wall. So this is my first time notching like this. I'm sure happy about how that turned out. Here's the tricky part that I've been really pissing around with here now. So this is the finished height of the wall here now, friends. So what comes next, what ends up on top of this is the triangular framing and the gable ends of the roof. So it's 2x6 framing. I need to put a flat on top of this log so it can sit on that. So I'm just laying it all out up here, then I'll take it on the ground and cut it, and hopefully it works good. Because yet again, it's just one of those million things I've never done before. Let's hope it works out half how I thought it was gonna. Perfect. See, I wanted to get as wide as flat as I could without cutting too much. You can see I cut a very even amount here because I leveled this log on the wall. I think we're gonna be real happy with this, guys. Awesome. So this is the first wall done. Now to do the same thing on the front wall. Now I got a very special log picked out here for this job. Hey, you want to see something funny too? I'm not even the first one to move into this house. We should have some babies here pretty quick. She's been here quite a while. She's getting pretty used to me too. It's actually the second one or the second time she's tried to nest there. I think the ravens cleaned out the first bunch, but I got a funny notion they won't be doing that again. She'll be back. I leave her alone, and yeah, she usually doesn't fly away. She's pretty friendly. Everything is all planned out. So with this wall the way it is at now, the tip end of the log that's on there is about 6 inches shorter than the butt end here over here. So I picked a log that's got close to that amount of taper. This big log here has got 7 inches of taper, and the butt is going to come down a little more, and we're going to get it level. I picked this log for this job because it's exactly the log I need, and it's got so much character. There are so many knots. I think it's going to look really nice here. I mean, it's 18 inches at the butt. Like, you just gain a lot of a lot of height in the wall with this big of a log. Please don't fall on me. So now I'm trying to get this same flat on here, and it's way harder than it might seem actually, eh friends? Because this is this log, eh? So when I set this one on the wall, there was nothing in supporting it in the middle. So the log is actually sagging down. It's exaggerated here, but it's definitely substantial. This log spanning 32 feet, probably 2,500 pounds. I could be out a lot because here's what happened. I got it sitting here like this. I pick it up, set it over there, and then it's sitting like this. And I cut my flat when it's not bowing. And then I set it back on the wall and my flat looks like this. Well, that's no good. And it was really hard on the back one too, because I had those joists and it was actually sitting like this. So same thing, you gotta really be careful how you mark these lines, and really just everything here working with logs. And this is a real concern of mine on the 62-foot logs, because you could have sagging, you know, in excess of an inch at that length. Nice, really nice. It's amazing what you can do and how straight you can get this with just a chainsaw. I just come and I set my book on the table here. There's a huge wasp nest underneath. I got stung like crazy. Gotta come up with a game plan here. I don't think they're gonna know what hit them. Oops. Fuck, I can't hit. Fuck! I think I got them all now. I smashed them and then I sprayed the hell out of them. You think I could hit it though? Fuck no. Hell of a time. Okay, I'm getting ready to place the first log with my new machine here. Now, it would be smart to start off small, and I'm going in way over my head here. I have no business even attempting the kind of lift that we gotta do here. I gotta put a monster in across in the middle of the house here. Well friends, I really appreciate all the nice comments you guys left me on my new crane video and just on all of my videos, you know. And it's not just me who enjoys the comments, my family reads through like all of them. And everyone just talks about how good it is and how many nice comments I get, and it makes it really easy for me to keep doing this, and it's just such a positive thing in my life. So thanks guys, I appreciate it. One of the first things I needed was all the straps. I bought them right from the supplier, so they're a pretty good price. I really need some very thin lifting slings that can lift quite a bit. And I'll just show you the dilemma I have. It's hard to pull big eyes or thick slings through these logs. So if any of you guys know where I could get some good quality slings that are nice and thin like that, please let me know. This is a 19-inch log. This is right at the limit of my crane. So I'm gonna have to be really careful, but I don't really got much other option. We just gotta get it done. I'm so close, but I think I better stop. I don't want to push it here. Look at these little buggers. They sure ain't pretty. I could probably get there. I'm just dropping that boom angle too low to do it. I'm all the way out. I better just quit here and just do it a little bit smarter just to be safe. I got a problem here. I can't. My crane's not charging. Yeah, no charging current. Must be an alternator. I just put one in the tractor too, so kind of too bad. I mean, it's probably over 3,000 pounds. It's just me trying to set this by myself. 1,000 adjustments up and down the ladder to the point my knees are sore. And I'm only halfway there. It looks like I am in trouble. It's gonna be cause for celebration when I get this log done, man. Holy smokes, have I been on it a while. But I can't celebrate yet because this is gonna be one damn dangerous lift with 5 notches. I tried to cut as little off as possible. You see, like, there's really just no amount of wood here. Yet I still get this nice big flat to set the framing on. This is gonna be the craziest lift I have ever done in my entire life. Something really bad happened there. I was just letting the cable down and all of a sudden it just slipped. Like it almost picked up slack, like it wasn't spooled tight enough, and it just dropped. Now, really luckily I planned this so that if the log dropped, it was gonna land on the logs and on the beams, and I was keeping it really low and had it braced, so even if something went wrong, I was gonna be okay. Luckily I got out of that without damaging any of my notches or anything, and I'll have to look into why that happened, or maybe all the crane operators can tell me. There's lots of mistakes to be made as long as we only make them once. Couldn't be happier with how this turned out. It really turned out nice. 5 notches and they're all fitted together here perfectly. You know, guys, I am proud of it. But I tell you what I'm not proud of is how long it took me to do this and get this log set perfectly. That I am embarrassed of, and I won't even tell you because you'll be like, holy shit, what have you been doing? But so this huge log I just put on, it's an important structural member. It holds the walls from tipping in or out. and the roof is supported on top of it. Now this next log we're gonna do is important, but it's important in a whole different kind of way. See, I got this kind of display going on here above the kitchen, and it's just beautiful. I'm trying to build something here that stands out. It's kind of a real showcase piece. There's a log that needs to go over top of this one. I've been saving this log a long time. This log is a piece of art, but I'm really worried about it. A few reasons, but this could either go really right and turn out so nice, or it could be an absolute disaster, because I've seen these used wrong, these big burls, and they look out of balance, and I just couldn't quite visualize how that was gonna look on the wall, so I just hopped on the computer here and photoshopped it in pretty quick, and there it is. That's gonna look awesome. Beauty. It's an absolutely beautiful morning here today. I've been getting up at 5, get out here and beat the heat. It's been so damn hot, it's almost unworkable. Real peaceful out here first thing, and we're getting the work done. I can't wait to see this one on the wall, man. It's gonna be something. I'm trying to build this house to outlive me by far. And I think every time somebody walks in here, they're gonna wonder how the hell I got these two to fit together so good. Well, that's the goal at least. I've had enough of climbing this thing though. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and my 2 robins grew up and flew away. Well, there are only 4 logs left here now. I'm getting really close. 2 for the trusses, and then the 2 ones that go on the long wall and they get a cut at the roof pitch. Those are the ones I'm really dreading. Those are going to be extremely hard. But we get those 4 logs on, and then it's time to step on to the next thing. There's a lot of stages that I'm excited to get to and get to the next part of this build here. Finally get all the logs on the wall. That's the end of this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one, guys, because it's going to be right on. Finally get all the logs on this house, and that should hopefully all be in the next log video. Hope everybody's doing just great, friends. Over and out.